Good day everyone, my name is Ernest Klein Rubino and we are the Group 6. Now, we are tackling Chapter 10, Jose Rizal and Philippine Nationalism, Bayani at Kabayanihan. In this chapter, we are going to explore the concepts of Bayani and Kabayanihan and explain its changing forms and meanings from pre-colonial to the present context of the Philippines. Moreover, these concepts will be examined in the life of Jose Rizal and in the perspective of Philippine nationalism. Jose Rizal is the most popular Filipino hero of all time. We can see it through the numerous statues, street names, and places established and named after him. Almost every town of the Philippines has a park or street dedicated to Rizal. There is also a so-called Rizal Law, which requires all universities to include a course on the life and works of Rizal. Moreover, when we ask Filipinos the question, who is our national hero? All of them or most of them answer Jose Rizal. And this is true at all ages. Before we go to the question why and how Rizal became a hero, let us first define the word hero. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, hero is a person who is admired for great or brave acts or fine qualities, or a person who is greatly admired. In the Filipino language, the word hero has the closest link to Bayani. In order to make the question more Filipinized, let us put in the way why and how Rizal became a Bayani.
Understanding Bayani and Kabayanihan. As stated above, Bayani is the known Filipino word for hero. Kabayanihan, on the other hand, means heroism. Despite this common knowledge about the state word, definitions have cultural context. Therefore, the word hero in the English language does not commensurate to the Filipino word bayani, because the latter is a richer word than hero because it may rooted in bayan as a place or in doing something great, not for oneself but for the greater good for community and nation. Let us compare the difference between the two concepts hero versus bayani. The concept of heroism came from the Greek culture, which has Hercules. As an example, he is strong-willed and a supernatural character who uses his abilities for the people. This is what our Westernist education system taught us. So the hero was defined as life characters who has extraordinary strength, courage, and intellect. In order to provide us a more localized academic discourse about the Filipino word bayani, Zeus Salazar, being the institution behind the pursuit of pantayong pananaw, collected various definitions of bayani from different ethno-linguistic groups. So he discovered that it came from the Austronesian word wani, which means helping and being compassionate with others, from the Visayan word bagani, which means fearless warrior, thereby concluding that bayani may mean someone who gives service to the bayan without expecting anything in return. Moreover, according to Salazar, the main difference between hero and bayani is within their individualism. The latter is preoccupied with his own persona or fame apart from the people, but the latter configuration of things is always to be with the people, doing the activities or ways of the people, and being humble like the rest of the people. If we are going to dig more on the meaning of bayani, Vito Soto, Vikasan Dictionary defined it as hero patriot, taong makabayan, cooperative endeavor, mutual aid, a person who volunteered or offers free service or labor to a cooperative endeavor. In addition, the UP Dictionaryong Filipina 2001 listed three meanings of the third word or the word of Bayani. So, a person considered to possess extraordinary talent or someone who did something noble or dakila. Second is leading man in a play, and third is those who had the qualities of God's extraordinary strength, bravery, or ability. But before the existence of the above stated definition, there is an earlier one from the Vocabulario de la Lengua Tagala written by Jesus Juan de Noceda and Pedro de Sanlúcar in 1754. This rare history book was edited and made available by the Commission sa Wikang Filipino. In this source, Bayani means someone who is bare or valiant, someone who works toward a common task or cooperative endeavor. It is also important to take note that Bayani came from the word bayan, which defined as the space between here and the sky. It is also a town, municipality, or nation and can refer to people and citizen or mamamayan who live in those communities or to those who originate or come from the same place, kababayan. This is how complicated the word bayani is in the pre-colonial context.
Now, let us go back to our discussion on Rizal being a bayani. There is no law that supported the popular statement that we Filipinos always hear from our old folks. Rizal as the Philippine national hero. We were taught during our childhood that we have our pambansang bayani, and that is Jose Rizal. Moreover, we are also bombarded with information that he is the greatest in the ranking of Filipino heroes. Rizal being at the top, seconded by Bonifacio and the others. It is the National Historical Commission of the Philippines who set the criteria for heroes, since it is the agency which is in charge of our historical matters. According to them, if a person is being admired and appreciated even after 50 years of his ideas and ideals, the person can be considered a hero. In 1965, there is so-called Agency National Heroes Commission, which released a criteria and definition of a hero and was approved by the committee led by Director Carlos Quirino of the National Library. Hero, according to them, is defined as an admirable leader towering over his peers who is serving a noble cause, possessing exceptional talent, distinguished valor, and hold enterprise, exercising a determinative influence over the spiritual life of his people in a particular remarkable event. In a more specific manner, the Commission came up with characteristics that a person should possess to be considered a hero.
Good day, everyone. I'm Honey Melody R. Garcia, and I will continue the discussion of our report. Okay, so let's start with pre-colonial concept of bayani. In pre-colonial Philippines, the term bayani referred to a hero who embodied the values of the society. This concept of heroism was deeply rooted in the cultural and social norms of a time. The term bayani is derived from the Tagalog word bayan, which means nation or country. This concept of heroism emphasized the importance of national pride and loyalty to the community. Next, the definition of heroism. Historians such as Onofredi Corpus, Carmen Guerrero, Nakpil, and Dr. Samuel K. Tan have defined a hero as someone who identifies with the Philippine nation and is willing to sacrifice for its benefits. This definition highlights the importance of national identity and selflessness in the concept of heroism. According to this definition, a hero is someone who puts the interests of the nation above their own personal interests. Next, National Heroes Committee. In 1993, President Fidel V. Ramos established the National Heroes Committee to study and recommend Filipino national heroes. The committee's purpose was to identify and recognize individuals who have made contributions to the country's history and development. Then, the criteria for heroism. The National Heroes Committee developed criteria for identifying heroes, including: first one, people's acceptance and acclamation. A hero must be widely recognized and respected by the public. The second one, understanding historical context. A hero's actions must be understood in the context of their time and historical circumstances. The last one, claiming national heroes. A hero must in the context of their time and historical circumstances. The last one, claiming national heroes. A hero must be recognized as a national hero by claiming their contributions to the nation's development. These criteria emphasize the importance of public recognition, historical context, and national significance in determining heroism. Next, Jose Rizal's status as Bayani. Historians Gregorio Zaide and Zeus Salazar have differing views on Jose Rizal's status as Bayani. Zaide believes that Rizal's heroism is evident in his books No Le Metangere and El Filibusterismo, which expose the social and economic injustices of Spanish colonial rule in the Philippines. Salazar, on the other hand, believes that Rizal can be classified as a Bayani due to his Western education and connection with his Inyo roots. Next, the evolution of heroism. The concept of heroism in the Philippines society has evolved over time, incorporating new criteria and emphasizing the importance of people's acceptance and acclamation. The evolution of heroism reflects changes in societal values, cultural norms, and historical context. The concept of heroism has become more inclusive, recognizing individuals who made significant contributions to various aspects of Philippine society, such as politics, arts, sports, and social justice. To sum up, the concept of Bayani or heroism in the Philippine society has undergone significant changes over time, from its pre-colonial roots to its modern-day interpretation. The concept of heroism has evolved to reflect changing societal values, cultural norms, and historical context. The criteria for identifying heroes have also changed, emphasizing the importance of public recognition, historical context, and national significance. So, that's the end of my report.